In Part 2, we uncovered the shocking truth about the Texas Seven's elaborate plan, the deeper conspiracy involving moles inside the prison, and the real mastermind, someone no one suspected. Despite months on the run and a chilling message left by Rivas, the escapees managed to stay one step ahead of the authorities, leaving a trail of chaos and mystery. But now, in 2003, the final revelation was about to unravel, a revelation that would turn the entire case upside down. It was 2003, nearly 3 years after their original escape, and the Texas Seven's disappearance seemed final. Rivas had been living in plain sight, protected by his underground network. Authorities were closing in on him, but every time they thought they had him cornered, he slipped away. Then one final breakthrough came. An associate of Rivas, someone who had been part of the underground network, made a shocking move. They turned themselves in. In exchange for immunity, the informant revealed the most staggering truth yet. The mastermind wasn't just someone from inside the prison. It was someone with the power to manipulate the law enforcement and prison system from the very top. The FBI had been working with the belief that the Texas Seven's escape had been entirely planned by Rivas and his crew. But what they didn't know was that the plan had never been about escaping prison. It had been about bringing down the prison system itself. The mole inside the prison wasn't just helping the escapees. They were helping Rivas escape because he was part of something much bigger, an elaborate scheme to expose the corruption that ran deep within the very systems designed to lock criminals away. The real mastermind behind the entire operation was not George Rivas, but a figure whose identity had remained hidden until now, a high-ranking official in the Texas prison system. This official had been secretly orchestrating the escape and subsequent events to cover up a series of illegal activities, drug trafficking, bribery, and smuggling that had been operating for years within the prison system. But there was one more bombshell to drop. The informant revealed that Rivas wasn't just a pawn. He had been promised protection, money, and a new identity in exchange for leading the authorities into this mess, all while setting up the ultimate twist. Rivas was in on the long game the entire time. As authorities raided one last hideout in the heart of Texas, the truth came crashing down. The FBI didn't find Rivas. What they found was a live broadcast from a secure location. The camera focused on Rivas, his cold, calculating eyes staring into the lens. He sat in front of a wall of monitors showing multiple feeds of high-ranking prison officials, all working together in a web of crime. "Welcome to the real game," Rivas said, his voice eerily calm. "You think I was the mastermind? No, I was the puppet. I was just your distraction." The footage revealed the names and faces of corrupt prison officials who had been manipulating the system from the inside, using the Texas Seven as their own personal tools in a much bigger scheme. Rivas, it seemed, had been playing both sides all along, leading the authorities directly to the real criminals. And then came the twist. The prison system had been part of an even larger conspiracy, stretching far beyond Texas and into global crime networks. As the camera focused on Rivas's face, the feed was abruptly cut. A new message flashed across the screen. The game isn't over. The real escape starts now. The authorities scrambled, but by the time they reached the broadcast's origin, it was empty. The monitors went black. Rivas had disappeared again, leaving behind the haunting realization that the Texas Seven's escape was only the beginning of something far more sinister. The case was far from over. The truth was even darker than anyone could have imagined. And the final question lingered in the air. Who was really controlling the game?